Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Whatever time you're listening to this, you've tuned in for episode 2 and for lesson 2. And today we're going to focus on the work of a thinker called Herbert Spencer. And so, Herbert Spencer, we're specifically going to look at his work describing how laughter is involuntary and how if you find something truly funny, you're going to laugh at that. And we can use this to not only improve our own mood, improve the moods of those around us, and figure out, what really does make us laugh and what really makes the people around us laugh, and get an insight into their authentic self and our authentic self. Again, opening each other up for this authentic connection. So Spencer talks about the involuntary nature of laughter, like I just mentioned, and so how laughter is a state of vulnerability, and this is a time when, like, no matter what mood you're in, you're gonna start laughing at something you truly find funny. Personally, I know that I find the Little Rascals just hilarious, no matter what mood I'm in, and so my brothers or my family will tell me Little Rascals stories or Little Rascals jokes, and my mood will start to lighten. And so what we can do is utilize that, and we're going to talk about our exercise number 2 in a minute or two. But I want to go to an important point that Herbert Spencer brings up, that, quote, "The movements are violent in proportion as the emotions or sensations are intense." So this is talking about the movements of laughter. And so if I'm laughing and I'm just kind of like, that's not, I don't find it that funny. Now, you can find things funny and kind of internalize it and say, okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I find that funny. I'm just not expending the energy to laugh. So basically what we're trying to draw out is these violent movements. And violent is not like stabbing somebody or hitting somebody. Violent just simply means an amplitude of the movement. And so somebody falling out of their chair, falling on the floor and smacking their hands together, or whatever it is, the loud chuckle that rings through the hall of when people are laughing outside, whatever it have you. That's what we're trying to draw out, because that is the most genuine time to connect with somebody. That's also what somebody truly finds funny, is this violence of the movement, because Spencer talks about how it you have this threshold of what you think is going to go on, and Kant describes this too. You have this expectation of what happens, and then so when you have this expectation and something shatters your expectation, the joke, somebody tells you a joke and the punchline comes out of left field, and your expectations have been completely shattered and you are just completely taken aback. And so all of that energy that was going into making this, like, expectations, always, they're going to say this or they're going to say that, all of that energy transfers into physical energy and is moved throughout the body, and that's why people fall out of their chair, people like slap their knee, whatever it is. So I want to, before we go into this exercise, this is the last point, I want to make sure that you guys are understanding that these movements they need to be genuine. And so when you're in a situation of trying to make friends, or you're in the office and somebody, like, other people are finding something incredibly funny, or somebody says something that you maybe it's a somewhat offensive joke and you don't vibe with it, don't exaggerate your movements to show that you don't think it's that funny. Or if you say, like, hey man, I don't find that funny, stand up for what you feel is funny. And because this is a perfect way to show, be authentic and show, like, oh, this guy, I'm laughing, yeah, it's funny, but it's not the funniest thing in the world. So I don't and the other person will pick up on that, and if you're trying to fake it, they'll also pick up on your faking it. So we're moving into exercise 2 now, and I've called this one Turn That Frown Upside Down. Cheesy as hell. Yes, get at me. So this is more of a daily practice that we're not going to do right now, but it's more that you bring into your daily life like the other one. But this is mainly centered around this outside of the video practice, which I think are the most important. So you're going to go out today, and for the next 5 days, I want you to, whether you're at work, whether you're getting a coffee, if you don't drink coffee, you're getting a tea or whatever you drink. So you go, or you're in the grocery store or what have you, you try to put a smile on somebody's face. And so whether that's telling them a joke, telling them a funny story, it can be a friend, it can be a relative, it doesn't have to be a complete stranger. So, you just try to bring out a genuine laughter. And then in your own laughter, when you find something funny, laugh at that thing, man. Don't say like, oh, Jenny's here, she's gonna judge me because I'm laughing like a buffoon. Jenny's opinion of you is, if you're laughing, if you find something truly funny, like you watch an SNL sketch and you think that is hilarious, laugh your ass off. Give yourself permission to laugh your ass off. Awesome. Stay tuned for exercise 3 and video 3. I'll see you guys next time.